EA Sports of the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. And he'll get this up past the 20, but that's it. Good way to start the game for the special teams. And the offense has a long field on drive one. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Burrow fires quick to Higgins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. We get a stoppage for an injury. Oh, that is T.J. Watt, who is in some discomfort. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Sawyer on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Looking out of the gun, Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down. Higgins sent in motion. Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. Forced out wide. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
A first down throw for Burrow. And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up second down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From out of the gun here on third down. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
That is caught for 3. And he's going to have a Bengals first down. Big play there. Gain of 14 on 4th and 10.
This is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with first and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. And he's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's his third touchdown catch this year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So from the 36, it is first and 10.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. What a luxury to have in an offensive tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On first down, Burrow. On the run to the right. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
So, from the 37, here's second and a couple. To throw is Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine.
The ball carrier. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bengals 14, Steelers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Now Dowdle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run with Dowdle. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long for over the middle. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Higgins sent in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really nice job here by the defense staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
Open left side is Gesicki. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's 3rd and 2. Higgins sent in motion. Now, Burrow. Rolling right. He's going to have the first down and then some. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Burrow. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Burrow here on second down. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Israel Makamu. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Rodgers out quick to Metcalf. He's got room past the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for us Steelers.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Jonathan Allen, big man from the interior, with the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Second down, they need 7. Here's Rodgers. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
From the gun, Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
That ties the game at 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
to throw. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down. Throwing is Burrow. He'll work this out wide to P-Ryan.
Complete to Samaje P-Ryan. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Burrow forced to his right. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. Out to his right. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
But while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Here we go.
Burrow now. And he will score again. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game.
Bengals 21, Steelers 14. Kevin McPherson to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. They'll return this from the 11.
Caden Weechen on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And He's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. A-Rod now to throw on first down. Got a man open downfield. It's Bernard. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice grab there by Jeremy Bernard, and I think he's really fitting into this Steelers lineup in a nice way. I mean, he's proven to be an immediate contributor, and that's something that Pittsburgh needed. They needed to get more explosive on offense, and I think Bernard's ability to win with the ball in the air and make plays after the catch is really what they were looking for.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. Rodgers going up top again. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And he'll be forced out of bounds. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Rodgers. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
34-yard line.
Rodgers on first down. He'll get this complete to Bernard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
Here's a handoff to Warren. Trying to find somewhere to go, but the defense with other ideas. They stop him. That'll be no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a second down throw from Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On third down, Rodgers. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play. You know, it's very similar to when a receiver drops a pass. Mike, you're hoping the very next play they throw it to you, you can kind of atone and put it behind you. Same thing for a kicker. You miss an early one, give me another shot. Let me see one go through the uprights, and goes a long way putting that one to rest.
Higgins sent in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From out of the gun here on third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's got another one. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 6.
Second and 6.
Once again, it's Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he takes it to the 35.
And
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. Third and long.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 12.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Makai Blackman on the stop. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3. At the
From the
Bengals'
41,
41-yard line.
here's second down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it'll be third down.
3 yards to go.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he will have the Steelers first down, able to get the third down conversion. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
27-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Pass looking for Michael Pittman, doesn't find him. It'll be second down. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll swing this out to Johnson, and they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. We begin the 4th with a carry by Dowdle. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Dowdle. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense has come up with it. Not only no points, but they turn it over deep in their own territory. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
Now to throw on first down. Exiting the pocket right. Oh, they get the break they were looking for. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the 2-point conversion.
The Steelers will
on the zone read. He'll keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A carry here for Brown.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, That's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Burrow to throw for it on fourth down. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to have a Bengals first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on fourth and long. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he is out of bounds. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Burrow here on second down. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And third down coming up.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
They'll throw here on third and short. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
Here we go.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. To throw is Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Try it again here from the 7-yard line. Second down and goal.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Piran. And he's in. Samaje Piran. Touchdown, Bengals. His first touchdown of the new campaign. On his McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 25. Evan McPherson.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. Rodgers out quick to Metcalf. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Left side, he's got Bernard. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Pick up there of 13. That's a Steeler first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Again, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Targeted for DK Metcalf. It'll be second down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That's to the big tight end, Freiermuth. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Here's first down. Rodgers going up top again. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Oh. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Here's first and 10.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Freiermuth. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. He'll try again here, second and 10. Here's Rodgers. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. Here we go. First and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Rodgers now. That is caught, and this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the two-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick. The Bengals able to secure that one. And it should be enough for a tight victory. On 1st and 10, Burrow. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
To Glad McConkey. A gain of 12. First down, Cincinnati.
Higgins sent in motion. On 1st down, Burrow. Moving to his right. Inside the 10, it is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. McPherson now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bengals are able to extend the lead.
Bengals 42, Steelers 31. Evan McPherson.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll go with Johnson. Into the secondary, past the 40. Down the sideline to the 20. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the two-point conversion. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. On the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our